This video does not endorse any slander, radical action, nor the harm from or towards any political entities. I hope YouTube understands that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and the following opinions are just warnings about what should not be done.
So apparently the censorship game got a new update, and boy, it's a bit worrying because if you haven't catch up with the last time we talked about online censorship, and also if you haven't watched that video, then please go watch it. The link is in the description below. Then after that you can go back to this video. So in the previous video I concluded that all the censorship law on TikTok, Instagram and WhatsApp are focused to numbing down not just any journalistic content, but specifically ones that talks about dude, I'm just gonna say it once, okay? Just saying the name, alright? So journalistic content that talks negatively about Israel. So this country is planning to do a mass censorship because the worldwide opinion has changed drastically thanks to the hundreds of videos coming from heroic individuals from Gaza displaying the brutal atrocities that amounted to genocide over the past 2 years.
You can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. We have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. Exactly. Very good.
Unfortunately, the coming days just got worse, with the Allison family trusted to buy TikTok and Warner Brothers Discovery along with the help of Rupert Murdoch. Both entities are investors for Israel. They're like the personal vending machines for the country, churning a shit ton of money. Regarding TikTok, on July, which is even before Larry Ellison were planning to hold onto it, a former IDF soldier has been appointed as the platform's hate speech manager, which is easy to assume that it resulted with hundreds if not thousands of videos of this type of content being removed from the platform. With that in mind, how do we share journalistic content or content that talks about real issues without getting censored, demonetized, or even removed? Well, after looking at different so-called pro-Palestine YouTube channels by going to their video section and turning on and off restricted mode, I can conclude that the most effective way is unfortunately to refrain from making very derogatory statements. Actually, I could draw something and show it to you. Here are two bubbles. The most radical claims are situated right here, and outside of this bubble is the harmless opinion. While Marisol isn't exactly super accurate, the pattern is still there as you can see. Now, there's a shortcut to this, and I want to wholeheartedly credit this method to James Lee. He had a YouTube channel where he makes very informative content, so if you want to check the brother out, the link is in the description below. Anyway, he posted this short, and I'm gonna play at least half of it because I'm sure you'd immediately get it.
So big news, Taylor Swift just dropped The Life of a Showgirl, and what an album it is. Her fiance Travis Kelce says it's banger after banger. USA Today says she's shaken off the gloom of the tortured poets department and returned with playful pop and sharp one-liners. The New York Times frames it as Taylor hungry to move on, less about feuds and more about her future, though not without some side-eye at her past.
Yeah, now you know, right? It's a very effective way to get past the censorship. Lastly, I want to dedicate this bit to the GSF because unfortunately there was the news broke out during my graduation that the crew of the Sumut flotilla that they were kidnapped, and then I think yesterday that most of the crew were deported back to their respective countries. While some of them, like Greta Thunberg, admits to being tortured, I'm glad these people made it back home safely, mainly because of Greta Thunberg and that Game of Thrones actor. Damn, I guess this is the only time where we do need a Hollywood actor. But I bring this up because it's a shame. These are ships from the Stone Age. The machines are easily broke, and they were the only hope of breaking the seas to Gaza. They brought basic needs like baby's powder, milk, breads, and yeah, not even reaching the city, and the crew already caught and kidnapped. Holy shit, this is some Attack on Titan Warhammer Speeds type shit. Like, this is beyond fiction. And ultimately, the victims, the Palestinians, remains helpless as they always were for decades. The situation never changes but gotten worse. However, I remain grateful that this whole situation proves two things. One, it's the right thing to do. Support for the Palestinians have very quickly become the common mainstream voices. Like even Moist Critical, the king of slop, the Dark Studios 2 Pyrocynical Life, spoke about it and uses the word.
He recognizes how everyone sharing videos and information about the atrocities and all the slaughter of the Palestinians at the hands of the IDF is making people turn on Israel. So now freak is going up to Elon Musk.
2. It shows who's an asshole and who's not based on whether or not a big creator spoke up about it, and man, you can see the veil unveiled. Because you can clearly see some big creators manage to talk about pretty much every major conflict across the globe, but not this one. That is an obvious red flag, and now you won't see some of these creators the same way ever again. I like that. I've said it again, ever since I've gone through college, I learned a lot of things, especially during my journalism class, and one lesson that always stuck to me is always seek uncharted territory. Learn something that challenges your worldviews. Mahatma Gandhi finally challenges British rule mainly using the justification based on Western justice and rights. These are subjects he learned on his time in Britain, the same empire he resists the rule of. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and comment down below. If you want to support the channel, then feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.